and what are some of the lessons that you think would be applicable for the attendance here today?
So last year, as part of my efforts to conduct a global stock take to launch the GMAC, I also wanted to go and meet with regulators, policymakers, central banks, finance ministries from, I think, about a dozen countries to understand how they were approaching innovation in their countries, and particularly in the financial services space. And what really struck me is how there was a unified approach between the policymakers, the regulators, and the private sector in how to encourage innovation for economic growth as a matter of industrial policy. That's something that was common across the UK, Europe, and Asia. And I think it's funny that maybe in the United States that we have been so used to some of the tremendous successes that we've had in the tech sector that we take it for granted. And we're not thinking about how do we sponsor our national champions and how do we make sure that we are continuing to be at that cutting edge of innovation. So it was a great learning experience for me to see how other jurisdictions tackle this. And it's something that I've been putting together to consider how we can create an innovation facilitator in the United States, something that's like a regulatory sandbox, but that fits within our laws, rules, and regulations, because the CFTC is primarily an enforcement agency, just like the SEC. So I'm excited to be announcing this proposal, I think tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what time it is in New York right now.
Well, thank you for that exclusive preview.